There is a form of multimedia entertainment beyond that which is good. These games are as vast in number as they are terrible. They dwell in the dark recesses of history, unearthed from the pits of the bargain bin. These are the games of horror. This is Garbage Game Night. Welcome to Garbage Game Night, the podcast where we dig deep into the bargain bin and rediscover a game from yesteryear. We dust it off and decide if it's truly a garbage game or it deserves a second chance. My name is Chris. I'll be your host for the evening, and with me is...
Frank.
And Hunter.
Oh, there it is. He took a moment for a dramatic pause.
Just cut that out later. And no last names because we need jobs.
Absolutely not.
I don't have any promising future,
I know.
so...
Yeah, you're
Because of the
freelance,
tattoos and the snake
right?
tongue?
So.
Is
What?
that-
Hey.
That's identifying. All right, let's get into the first game. So, the year is 2006. It's 1 year after the Xbox 360 debuts. At this point, more games are still coming out for the Xbox original than the 360. Well, fun fact, took a while to catch on. But it is the cutting edge of technology at the moment. The PS3 and Nintendo Wii are still a few months from coming. Guitar Hero 2, Gears of War, and Saints Row are about to come out.
The first Saints Row?
Yep.
Yeah, the first Saints Row, yeah. In the movie theater, Ice Age The Meltdown is releasing.
Oh,
Since you as a film buff, I decided to put one that you'd really
I
appreciate.
appreciated that. That's, it's
That
in
is
my
one of the
top
better
10.
Ice Ages.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
in my top 10.
Crash just won several Academy Awards.
Wait, or not the Cronenberg Crash.
The
The one with Ludacris.
Yeah, the ludicrous.
Yes.
That's the bad Crash.
Which
I
is
don't
Still
the
won a
other
lot of
Crash.
awards.
There's
Still-
two crashes? Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
David Cronenberg made a Crash
This is the one with
Ludacris.
And where a child
And-
has an invisible cape. No, it's a real cape that makes him bulletproof.
Anyway, Planet Earth had also just come out.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan,
He was in Crash, I think.
thank you for
Planet Earth not doing so well in 2019.
Planet Earth, it didn't turn things around so much. So you could say the world was in need for a fun, bizarrely lighthearted take on World War II.
I would say it's about time.
2006, do you guys remember where you were with gaming? Do you remember?
I was in the midst of a horrifying World of Warcraft addiction.
Yeah.
And just graduating high school and really trying to decide if I could afford to go to college with this addiction looming over me.
Or whether college was more important. Frank, you were about there too, right?
I was actually getting into high school.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have an Xbox 360, and when I guess 2006, I only think I had one friend who did, and it was once you said very limited games at the time. There were more Xbox games, so at the time I was probably still just playing Halo 2 because Halo 2 was still
Sure.
the game because of the replayability of the multiplayer. But I remember when Saints Row came out, so that's before Saints Row. So
I
yeah,
think what's important is always figuring out where these games fall in the GTA spectrum.
Yeah.
Because that's honestly how I do like markers, timeline in video.
so this is
games.
before GTA 5. I mean 4, GTA 4.
Yeah, definitely after Vice City.
No,
Which
before
one?
4.
Before 4, yeah. Before
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
See, my life is a little easier because it's just pre-WoW, after
You don't
WoW,
have multiple stages
and
of
then
WoW.
the
I think I have 3
the
stages
Dark
of WoW.
Ages. I do, but I just refer to it all as the Dark Ages.
I think the next year I started playing WoW, or the year after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumping back into it though, so the first news we have of this game is in May of 2005. The studio behind Warhammer 40,000: Dawn of War, which is a RTS game, and the recently announced Company of Heroes, the developer Relic, is creating a game called The Outfit, a squad-based action shooter. The game includes 12 missions and multiplayer mode for competitive and co-op games on Xbox Live. Frank, you kind of had a moment there. Did you recalling anything there?
No, I don't. I thought for a second I did.
okay.
I mean,
Frank, who
I
knows
don't
most
know.
games, I thought
I
he,
know,
he
I
might
really-
know. All right.
maybe when we see it.
Yeah. No, we'll get into it.
Did it also get released on PC?
No, this is an Xbox 360 only game,
Exclusive?
and
Okay.
actually, it's exclusive. And it was the first game to have a pre-launch demo on the Xbox 360, which is an obscure title to hold. From the box, The Outfit delivers explosive third-person World War II combat through an epic, story-driven campaign, complete with the freedom of total destruction. The game allows players the option to choose from 3 playable squad leader personalities, or 6 in multiplayer, each with their own specific skills and abilities. The players will accumulate field units, or FUs, and utilize it to call in destruction on demand. choosing between an extensive array of troops, weapons, vehicles, and airstrikes. Featuring advanced AI, your squad mates will automatically seek cover and return fire and will follow your orders to take assault tanks and enemy positions, etc. So, few things to point out, which really should have been advertised more on the back of the box, to be honest. The squad leaders are voiced by Robert Patrick of Terminator 2 fame, the T-1000, Ron Perlman, and Terrence C. Carson, who was the original Kratos God of War voice. So pretty decent voice actor lineup.
That's a sensual baritone.
Yeah, absolutely does. And you can hear it. It sounds like Kratos in the game.
But Ron Perlman is just a part of every game that has war.
He's actually coming on the next episode. We gave him $85. So he's going to...
He's just going to come on and war.
Tough since Sons of Anarchy. Either of you said you didn't have any knowledge of this game. How do you feel about the pitch?
I
like the FU units.
Yeah.
I feel like that. If you're leading with that, it's going to be a good game.
Is this just the time period where the important part of a lot of games was destroying the atmosphere? What's the
Bad Company is the one you're thinking of?
No, I'm thinking of the one that takes place on Mars.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Red Dawn? No. Red Faction?
Red Faction,
yeah.
Guerrilla, I think, was the one.
Guerrilla Warfare, or maybe
Guerrilla
just Guerrilla
Warfare
was one of the versions of it,
where they really amped up, like, destroying buildings. But the first Red Factions, like, they were in caves and tunnels, if I remember correctly, and you were just, like,
blow the
blowing
walls
rocks up.
And you could blow up, like, 90% of it, but then to, like, skip part of the game, there was that one indestructible wall.
It's like, here's your door, and you can go through it, or you can just blow up the wall next to it, and the frame stays there. But you can just walk on the other way around.
Yeah, that was one of the games I decided, like, this is the moment where I'm going to become an achievement hunter and get, like, 100% on one of these. And I spent way too much time on a game that wasn't that good. It was fine, but it wasn't that good. This is the part that we edit out because Chris is trying to figure out how to cast with his phone.
Dead air. We got dead air. Can't you just cast the...
I dug up from March 2006, Game Pro issue 210. Normally, I myself, I'm an EGM kind of guy.
I own this.
You own this magazine right here?
I'm pretty sure I still have all my Game Pros.
Why didn't you bring...
Yeah, I might have to get that collection.
I didn't know.
You need to start, like...
Unless my wife threw them out.
Like, hey, I just need that.
My wife may have thrown them all out. I don't know. I had all of them from 2001 to when they ended.
I have my EGMs from 97 or so until 2009, and when I went to go grab the issue that EGM did the review for in this, it's missing. So I have to. It's like one of the few that's missing.
Maybe that's a sign that we shouldn't be doing this.
So actually, I find this issue, and the first I'm like, I think this is when the game came out. The first spread of it is the ad for it. So on the left hand side it says "War is Hell" by General William T. Sherman. On the right hand side there, but destroying stuff is damn fun. So that gives you a little taste of what this game's attitude is like. It's bringing some explosive fun to World War II.
Game magazines have never had qualms with just cursing and
even
just
Nintendo
being
ads.
A rebel.
Yeah, even Nintendo ads got a little saucy in their day.
Oh man, this is. I'm enjoying this.
One does
flipping
not
through
simply
this
walk
issue.
It's that was a triple spread for
Middle
Battle
Earth.
for Middle Earth. I think that was an RTS. Okay, so this is some of the stuff
outfit.
they have for. This was a feature they did for both Company of Heroes and the outfit, which they released at the same time, same company. And Company of Heroes was received a lot better because you guys recognized that name.
Yeah.
Because Company of Heroes also went on the PC, right?
Yes, that
Go
had
back one page. I love how the graphics are way awesome right there, and then you go to the next page. It's like, here's the video game.
Here's what you're actually playing.
So these are our dogs of war. We have Deuce Williams. He's that's voiced by Robert Patrick. Deuce is the most balanced
It
character
even
in
looks
the game.
like him.
Yeah, they all actually. That's the shocking part. In these pictures, at least, they all look like the
Not the Ron
characters.
Perlman, unless the bottom one is Ron Perlman.
No, that
is that Billy D. Williams?
I think he looks like Kratos personally.
Like
maybe that's why they made Kratos look like the way he does, because it was modeled after this person as well.
Yeah.
But so this you don't need to know too much about him. But Deuce here, he has a bazooka. Tommy Mac. All firepower, no finesse. Tommy Mac can absorb oodles of punishment. More importantly, his flamethrower and Tommy gun make him the best choice for toe-to-toe in a firefight. Voiced by Ron Perlman and JD.
Of Blade 2 fame. Not
I didn't see that in my
starts
research.
off with
Hellboy and Blade 2.
Oh, and Ron
2.
Perlman, yeah.
Because Hellboy 2 hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, we have some screenshots of the game here.
Go
That jumps
go
over
back
to
to
Company
the-
of Heroes.
Yeah, you didn't
The
read
guy up
J.D.
there, look
Tyler.
how his neck is. He's looking up, that's for sure.
He's definitely looking up. There you're walking through with a flamethrower there.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, let's jump into the gameplay trailer. As someone who just practiced throwing knives the other day, I will tell you that no knife will stick in someone's skull that easily.
Did it go
well, he's a
through?
professional. He's a professional.
He's a professional.
Did it go
Yeah.
through the helmet though, or was it just
it went
under
like
it?
straight
It was
to
under the helmet.
nose, I guess. So
okay.
maybe like the cavity where your nose is.
Yeah, no.
So we have a gang.
Tommy Mac, named so because of the gun that he uses,
Yes.
yeah.
and that he likes mac and cheese.
Big mac and cheese fan. You can't
Yeah.
stop the guy. Get between him and his craft. He'll take down a whole Nazi platoon.
Sergeant.
You can also dodge
So it was
tank
lieutenant?
missiles.
This one right here is good. Him just walking straight at the tank as the
Yeah.
tank's aiming at him.
But it's because he knew that Deuce
He knew that
Williams
Deuce
was.
Williams.
Deuce Williams always comes in at the right time. If you have a war game and you don't drive the tank over the camera at the end of your trailer,
What
do
are
you
you
even
doing?
have a war game?
No.
So that's our first introduction to the outfit. It what do you get? Kind of an A-team feel, right?
Oh yeah.
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 I think that's kind of what they're going for.
The
Teamwork,
realism,
you know?
the realism behind it, the outfit, not to be confused with the outfield.
Yeah, not to be confused with the outfield. Who's going to make that?
Which everyone confuses with the police.
Okay. Campaign?
Yeah, we're jumping into campaigns.
Go campaign. Oh, look, you can. So we got some spoilers here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, vengeance! We're gonna be getting vengeance later.
All right, so
on.
this is important. Pay attention to this
Okay.
this first.
Okay. There's Nazis. Got a briefcase.
I like the gold doors.
It's fancy.
It's a very thick swastika too.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever did
Was
the
there
graphic
like
design
was
really.
there a
Look how
standard?
thick they get thicker.
Was there a standard swastika that they used, and now we use different ones whenever we portray them in games?
I did read that, as with all games released in Germany, they did a lot of editing
They
to this,
censor
but they
them.
still released it. So this is fascinating. They choose to zoom in on that texture of that that briefcase, and that implies it was the scene from like Valkyrie, right?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
The plot to have
The bomb in the room.
right,
Yeah.
and it did explode. Let's pay attention to this.
It's the boys. They're driving.
Yeah.
So clearly, it's the A-team.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at the speed
That's a
of
very
that
fast
tank.
tank.
That is
tank
the fastest tank
that
I've
tank
ever
is so
seen.
on top of the tail of that Jeep. If it fired, it would miss.
yeah. I,
I love that the tank was able to catch up to them, but can't.
We got a real comedy
Oh.
moment here.
no.
Oh, backing.
Yikes.
Yeah, you walked
And-
into the wrong room, Tank.
Yeah, and I don't want to be that guy, but German.
See the look
Wow.
at the fiery corpse there is.
Yikes.
It is really okay to kill Nazis.
Yeah, they were just like not only does the body come out of the tank whole,
It's
but
on
fire,
and the
moving
guy
just
has
a
a
little
second
bit, yes.
of life before he dies in front of you.
Yes.
Yikes.
There's that voice.
I want him to just start morphing into different characters.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so we've been given, we're allowed to do anything, any means necessary.
Any means necessary.
You know.
Yes.
So at first I was gonna play this game safe by the book.
Yeah.
book.
You know,
There's no book. What's purchasing mean? Is they're better at bartering?
And I don't know which is better to have more or less purchasing.
I don't know. I'm going with the guy with the flamethrower. You can call in 100 soldiers. I feel like that's too many. Are those the bad guys? Those are my good guys.
The structure of this game is running point to point and standing on it for a minute and waiting for the flag to fill up.
Okay.
while killing Nazis.
While killing Nazis, which you'll get to experience in just a second. You see that little
Whoa.
meter on the
That's
bottom.
how you throw grenades. It's good to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. It feels like the aiming button should be your what is actually your throwing grenade button. Okay, lighting some Nazis on fire. Very
This-
good.
Yeah. I have to reload the fire. What?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a tank.
Well,
I have the tank on my back. Okay. Wow. These guys are really coming in. I really should use my purchasing power.
Yeah, so when you do that, you bring in more units.
So the animation of capturing feels like they were going to make this. They were going to make this like an RTS game, and you stand there and you build, and the flag comes up, and the
Right.
windows go out.
The problem is it plays a lot like a shoot 'em up game. And that's what everyone who likes this game emphasizes is that like, oh, you're missing the point. It's not a shoot 'em up like Call of Duty. It's a strategic game where you have to go point by point. And I gotta be honest, it's not very fun to do that. Since we haven't, there you go. You just found it, Frank. The aim button.
That's just a zoom in aim.
Yeah.
Far. I don't need.
With a flamethrower, you definitely don't need
anything.
it.
You have to go capture.
Am I supposed to capture it still?
Yeah. Since they landed on it, they recaptured
Does
it.
that look like an American flag to you?
Yeah. Does that?
I wasn't sure what was going on.
The Iron Cross, does that look American?
Well,
There you go.
It so easily switches over.
This is the animation that I'm talking about.
Yeah. They put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that all these buildings were built with that in mind.
Both
that
sets of flags.
If a Nazi comes near, all the American flags, they go back in their folding cases and Nazi flags unfurl.
Yeah,
it's convenient.
It's better than destroying the whole building and rebuilding it as a Nazi structure.
It's very eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, now it'll let you get the anti-tank guns, yeah.
Whoa.
So now when you press Y, you can grab a gun there. Yeah, A. Then you can just move it around wherever you want and position it. Which
it kind of tells you, but I need to get closer.
Yeah, you need to get closer. That was the innovative part about this game is like, you can just like place these guns anywhere you want.
This really is like an RTS game that
like mixed
you zoom in
with
on one character instead.
You focus on the one character. That was the original pitch for that StarCraft RTS that never came out. But there's been over time there's been a few games like this, and I think
you mean StarCraft?
StarCraft. Sorry, what did I say?
Ghost.
Star Wars. Yeah, StarCraft
That
never came out,
Ghost
did it, right?
was the one that never came out.
Right. Yeah. That's the one that was supposed to be like you focus on one character, but it's an RTS. Yeah.
We're all still hoping it'll come out.
Even in VR, there's been a few games that do this approach of it's an RTS kind of tower defense thing, but you take control of one character to actually play the game.
Warcraft 3 had the RTS, but also a hero that had more control over and special powers.
Yeah, so you just placed your first truck, which you can stand under if you like, I guess.
To get squashed by? I don't think so. There we go.
Yeah, so now you get to experience driving in this game.
Oh, man. Wait, but I'm driving, but I'm not actually in the driver's seat.
Correct.
Oh, no,
I think you can shoot, right?
Yeah, he's hanging off the side.
Why are you hanging off? I never actually did that.
You just glitched the game. First glitch.
Oh, there you go. Now you're on the gunner shot. Yeah.
Yeah, but now nobody's driving.
No, I'm still driving. I'm driving and the gunner. It doesn't make any sense.
Real quick.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna die. I know that.
You got behind their line. Okay.
Yep. And it just keeps giving me options to do things while I'm getting shot at. Yep. So it's good. It's good that my focus is.
It's unnatural to play this game like a slow kind of marching RTS where you're going to place a few encampments.
And turtle for the whole game.
Turtle
for the 50-minute game.
Okay, I've definitely got this area secure. Now I'm going to slowly take over the next one. You really do just want to drive over some Nazis, which you can do that too. It's just usually done. There you go. Hey, you got one.
That's actually
about to blow up. There you go.
Okay. Ooh.
Is that flag hanging backwards?
No, that would
semantics.
Be all right.
No, that's backwards.
I mean, I guess you should hang it the other way.
Yeah, the stars should be on the other side. The other flag's got it right. Why is this one?
I mean, just
doesn't that mean that you're in like a state of distress?
I mean, technically we are being attacked by Nazis.
That's true. You are.
So there was a time
France
to be in
right
distress.
Now.
So okay, that was a headshot. I'm sorry.
Well, you had a helmet on.
He had a helmet on.
You know what? I think I did hear a ding.
Why didn't you throw the knife? It would have.
Yeah, where's my knife?
Gone clear through.
Which character?
One of the characters does
knives?
have one of his squad command. You have no squad mates right now, by the way. You can call some more in.
Oh, did they die? Is that what happened?
They die.
To them?
Yeah. Oh. And then you spend your.
I need some new gentlemen.
Your points, and you just buy people.
You buy
to
people
die
that they just
war
drop
for
in.
you.
Again, this is like there's just these mercenaries running around who accumulate points by destroying buildings and killing some Nazis, and the U.S. Army will just drop some more people on you.
And as far as we know, that's not.
That appears to be how it worked.
But to be honest, I wasn't there.
Listen,
you weren't there. How can you know a thing like that? If you need to recruit one of the guys who's on one of the guns, because every time you order a gun, a dude comes with it, courtesy of the U.S. Army, courtesy of the US of A. So you can just go ahead and straight recruit him to add to your squad. You can see how many squad mates you have in the bottom there.
I see the
if
very
we
bottom.
looked at the purchasing, we could see if people cost more or guns cost more.
That's true. And I am sure that people cost less than guns cost.
They do.
They do, yeah. The conversion rate for a tank to a human is 6 to 1, I believe.
think I shot my teammate in the
I have
back.
no comment about that. That's just awful.
It's just a fact of
It's
war.
a human life you're talking about.
Well, they're cheaper than you think.
Look what happened
So-
to the other truck that they tried to drive in there, Frank. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, because that truck
Oh boy.
that truck didn't have pizzazz like this truck does.
Yeah, and dying in this game.
Oh.
It's really not that big of a
What did
deal.
you say? Dying?
Dying in this game is just a matter of choosing the last point you were at and waiting 3 seconds. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, you were just there. Yeah, you see you have that right on the D-pad as the knife. That instructs your dudes to go melee. So they'll just rush
now,
in.
Hold on. Can I melee? I'm trying buttons, and I don't seem to.
Yeah, they very helpfully don't give you like a key map in the game. There was a long time in games where they didn't do that. I went very organic and went to our local game store, which I don't need to say the name of because there's only one of them these days. I asked him
For now.
I asked him pretty bluntly. I'm like, well, you don't carry Xbox original games. I asked what. Are there any other places I can get Xbox original games? And he said, like, well, yeah, no, most of the mom and pop shops, they're gone because we've put them out of business. But yeah, he pointed me to this game, and then he proceeded to go through a list and see what games they had on the worst list, and see if he had them in stock. They don't have most of the bad games in stock because why would they, you know? That makes sense. That tracks, I guess. So we arrived at this game, and I did all the research for it. I think it's an entertaining game. You're really taking those sniper shots with that revolver.
I really like that when you're dying, the screen goes gray, but your character stays a very beautiful, vibrant color.
Yeah.
Too many games, just the whole
Right.
screen goes gray, but this one...
So I did all the research for this game. Honestly, the reviews for this game are not that bad. At the time, the concept of this game, in particular the multiplayer, apparently, really stood out. Some people complain that this campaign is kind of plotting, and you've already experienced it. Like, yeah, you're just sort of like going point to point, and there are these Nazis that are very hard to hit for some reason, even though you're shooting them at the
There
feet.
you go.
Later on, you'll get tanks, and you'll just shoot guys on their feet with a tank, and they just kind of fall over. And you got to do like a direct shot with a tank to kill them.
See, this flag is the right way.
Yes, this flag looks good.
Now,
This is patriotic.
You talked about buildings. Can you destroy that in some way, or is that something in a later
Yeah, a
level?
lot of buildings you can actually destroy. I think like in an era where you drive, and not that one because it's a capture point,
Right.
But
this is what they're more talking about, like these little sandbag walls.
absolutely.
You just
I
drive
think
right
that was
over
that
those,
was kind
right
of
to
like
that.
a big deal, and even
Frank,
during
take us through a couple more
Yeah,
things to destroy.
let's see if we can take out this water
yeah.
tower.
I don't know about
Try
that
it
water
out.
tower.
Try it out.
Nah, it's pretty solid.
Maybe shoot it with the rocket launcher that
yeah,
you
I'm gonna
have.
get out of the vehicle. I feel like the
Well, like,
vehicle's
all
not
the
that.
buildings, see like the tents and everything. That's all going to be destructible. And while games like Grand Theft Auto, are crashing you into light poles, invincible light poles, and bushes, I think that that's a big deal to have destructible buildings, even if they don't look great.
Doesn't have a good turning radius, I'll say that.
Yeah, the turning in this game is something else. They did push a patch out that I read that it did improve driving a bit. The best description that I saw, like driving a Jeep, it handles like a tank, and driving a tank handles like a car. They're just bad. That you're pressing forward on the joystick to drive forward. There are some buildings, the whole building will collapse, and it does a very rough 2006 animation of the building sinking into the ground.
Okay.
Now you have $2,700 now, Frank.
Is that a
you
lot
have-
of
you
money?
Gonna
gotta
save that money for.
Is that a lot of money?
It costs,
I don't know.
I think, $200 to drop a
2700X.
Yeah, the X symbol there. It seems like they were trying to do the Xbox symbol, which is a weird thing to do.
They're really catering.
Did they wanna
this
do-
come out
Yeah.
on any other systems, or is this
I think
Xbox
this was only
exclusive?
Xbox, and it was like one of the. Some places referred to it as a launch title, even though it came out a few months after. It was March 2006, I guess. Xbox 360 must have come out holiday season for 2005.
Do you think we could find somebody that bought an Xbox to play this as like
What's
it's an
online is
exclusive?
like?
No, it's an
Oh.
exclusive.
Oh,
Like
I
someone,
see.
like they bought the game just for
They
this.
bought-
Like they saw
yeah, I
that
gotcha.
trailer of Tommy Mac descending from the
Someone
sky,
who
and
wants to relive the
Yeah.
A-Team. So what you just got was the
And
radio tower
a
and that,
backwards flag.
and a backwards flag.
I want to know if this is like a mistake, if they just mirrored
Is that
some
wrong
buildings
to do?
put
Yeah.
it like, instead of like flipping the building, they just mirrored it thinking like, nobody cares. It's a decoy point.
let's
You're
just-
going to take the Nazi one?
Let's,
Okay.
you know,
All right, just see
just
what
see what it feels like.
Yeah, just you don't get to drive a Nazi giant
Not every
This
day.
is a-
track with the swastika on it
This
that
is
often.
a 3/4 track. We were just in a half track. Now we're in a 3/4 track.
It does have slightly more track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is slightly peppier and has slightly better controls.
Okay, good.
The Germans really know how to make a vehicle. Just to put that out there.
Are you a Nazi sympathizer?
You can just drop another airstrike on them if you want. Oh, you just ride over them. All right.
Yeah, that's
Did
what
a very
tracks are for.
A-team jump over.
We don't waste
over their head.
airstrikes on Nazis. We just drive over them in their own vehicles.
If
Yeah.
if you're able to drive the car, though. Oh,
I mean, they're-
that's the AI they're talking about.
Why were they all grouped
They
together
were
so you can easily
Five
run them
Nazis
over?
standing together. Right.
That's how they
in the
keep
middle of the path.
warm.
France is cold.
I guess I should have looked when you started the mission. Is that where we are right now? We're in
Yes,
France.
you're in France. This is right after D-Day, and because it referred to Normandy.
I always thought France was more beautiful than this, but I guess
Nope, just lots of sparse trees and low texture
and
fields.
one valley
One
that
valley
we just
that
drive
is
through.
Very clear that that's the one you should drive through.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is our boy Tommy.
Tommy.
You know what? Tommy's gonna call in a tank because I apparently am loaded.
That thing comes out of no. It's so fast. The service.
That's like some Alfred from Batman level service.
Yeah. just-
What I found, this gets into like the tank commander part of this game. On one hand, the missions are like you want to get as much points and capture as many points as you can until you can call a tank, because that's obviously the best thing to do. You're pretty indestructible once you have the tank. Then when you face another tank, it's just like, okay, I'll sit here, shoot at you, and you shoot at me, but I have 3 times as much health as you, so it'll be fine.
And also I can aim better.
Now to track down this murderous Nazi general, follow the road.
Yeah, just go right to the church.
Yeah.
Just
follow
find him
the
in the
road?
church.
You
the,
mean
the
don't
language that it uses is very much like, well, this is a war. It's all in good fun. We're all abiding by the rules. But there's
Yeah.
this one murderous Nazi general.
Yeah.
And you need to find him and make sure he doesn't get out
He's
of there.
not playing by the rules.
Look, we don't do courts here, okay?
You're operating the tank like a shotgun now. Just
Yeah.
run up on them.
Just really gotta make sure.
That's how I play all tank games. Is just run up and run into them while I'm shooting.
I
at
can't
them.
You got a
miss.
Nazi stuck to you there. All right.
Well,
That was a great shot.
That was a fantastic shot.
That was very cinematic.
you gotta let him walk into it. You know, just like when you're sniping somebody, you gotta let him just walk into it.
So how do you know how well this game sold?
This game did not sell very well. It was underwhelming, is the way that everyone described it. I couldn't find any actual.
Whoa! Watch
Frank,
out,
no.
Oh man.
Frank! Did you hit the water and
Yeah.
explode?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I don't know if you know
this-
this or not, but when tanks touch water, they actually explode.
They were designed that way. Does it drop in some of those turrets?
Oh yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah, you have 4,200.
All right, gentlemen.
4,200 warbucks.
All right, boys, let's get
Some
the
daddy warbucks come in there.
yeah, let's get this big bad boy. I feel like that guy's good.
Yeah, you got money. Keep
And,
dropping turrets.
You
in.
know, I'm just gonna get another tank. 'cause
Okay.
I
That's
feel like
a
this
tank
tank.
bet, honestly.
If you look closely, it's not Warbucks. It's old Confederate money.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
that's what they used in World War II.
Yeah.
I know that was just one guy, but I feel like that one guy really needed it.
So there are the other comparable games out at this point. Call of Duty 2 is out at this point. That's the one with the. It starts with the assault on Normandy.
Oh, okay.
That was a pretty profound World War II game.
Yeah.
They've all obviously taken a pretty serious. It's like race to be more serious tone. This not so much. It's just like, yeah, we're going to use
the
the
bridge has
backdrop
been blown out.
Press A to repair that
Ah,
bridge.
that's easy. You just
Press A.
just use money.
Wait for it. Boom.
They just airdrop
They just dropped
a bridge.
the perfect shaped bridge right into that slot.
The
yeah.
right. It wasn't like it was oversized so it could fit
No,
over. It was
no,
like,
no.
no, this is the perfect size.
Strategic airdrop.
It's a plane.
That's the thing. The game doesn't take itself seriously. It allows itself to have fun like that. My question is, does it have enough fun? Because this is, I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but
Frank, are you having fun?
Oodles of
oodles
fun.
of fun. Just like that character can take oodles of bullets.
Yeah.
And Battlefield 2 had come out at this point, which I feel like was a pretty. That was I think got to be the best first-person shooter war simulator game out at that point.
At least as far as multiplayer was concerned as
Definitely
well.
as far as
Yeah.
multiplayer goes. Yeah, Battlefield 2, I think that probably had 32 players at once. And this game boasted, I think, 8-player multiplayer, which...
Was it like a versus or?
They have a co-op mode and a versus mode.
Wow.
And split screen mode, which we'll try to do. That might be... Oh, so actually Battlefield 2 went up to 64.
I think this will be telling, but is the church destructible?
We're going to find out
We
very
will
shortly.
find out very shortly. Bail in the vehicle, Frank. Bail in the vehicle.
I can't.
Yes, you can press X.
No, can't.
I'm stuck in it,
This is my friend.
wasting
So-
Confederate money.
We're just going to go.
Please don't waste your Confederate money.
Yeah.
We're just going to run. It's okay. I can take oodles of damage.
Oodles.
It's so weird to see a game with only one type of currency.
Oh, you're going to die.
Ah, well, who knew
Oodles.
tanks were so strong?
I can take oodles of bullets or one tank bullet.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd equate that to a noodle, but, you know.
What is the gas mask?
Each character will have a special thing. His is throwing tear gas at the enemy. Yeah.
Does it
To make
does
them
it
cry.
damage them or does it just like stun them?
It stuns them. I think it forces them to come out from their cover. You, in this game, are unable to take cover.
That had not
Mid-
been invented yet.
Right. Actually,
Gears of War had yet to come out.
was going to come out in like 2 months, which was the first game ever to use cover. No, but there's no way to kneel in this game.
You can crouch.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, you found it. Okay.
It doesn't do much.
Oh, okay.
You can't destroy the church because you need to go in the church. It's on fire, though. Oh, no, it just crumbles it for you.
Oh, that's like when you try to kill somebody until the cutscene kills them.
Right.
So you can do whatever you want to the church.
Burned alive.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Got
Oops.
some.
We got real serious here for a second.
Ah,
I'd like to say now that I did not hit the church with any tank. That's okay. It was Nazi children.
Okay. Do you speak English? Est-ce que vous parlez anglais?
Did he just
Of course he does.
Did he speak Spanish at him?
That's what.
No, it was French.
Or it was French?
Yeah,
I
it was
I
French.
could not.
This was my church.
Were I not a man of God? That's what we're here for.
No, Father, we're the bad men. Don't worry.
We're the one who's going to commit murder, so
Yeah.
you
You get
can.
blood on your hands.
Yeah. Oh, so you could have let them out of the church, but you didn't? You let them be burned alive? Is that what you're
He
saying,
said
Father?
there was nothing I could
This
do.
is.
I don't know, Father. If you saw it happen, you probably could have done something.
So, as someone who just did a deep dive into how German military structure works, I can tell you that's actually not entirely correct.
No.
So, what this game posits, and we'll get into it into the next cutscene, is actually, let's watch this cutscene and we'll
I'm
find
passing
out.
the control to Hunter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's his turn, too. Fights the Germans.
Okay, listen up. There are two major fighting groups in the German army, Wehrmacht and SS. General Hans von Beck commands the Wehrmacht. Even though they fight under the same
Almost like a
flag,
civil war.
Wehrmacht and SS
This concept isn't something I've ever seen in another game. And
Are we going to set them against each other?
so,
Is that my goal here?
So are we about to dress up as Nazis and shoot at other Nazis?
I'm so
So-
glad I got to play the second level.
no, don't be. The gameplay does not change throughout the entire campaign. What Frank just did is the rest of the campaign. It will not change. It turns out I am not a military historian or World War II historian, so what I'm saying is it's a vague memory of what I just read on Wikipedia, so it's not going to be correct, but I'm going to tell you about it like I'm an expert anyway. So German military has always operated on a state within a state kind of system. It's separate from the powers of the chancellor. They run on their own authority structure. So even with Hitler in power, the Wehrmacht, the main military force of Germany. Wow, that dude turned into
Look at that.
cinders.
Look at that.
Wow. They did not supposedly answer directly to Hitler. The SS, on the other hand, was like a paramilitary organization that was formed directly supporting Hitler. And they became more and more powerful until they formed their own military units that fought alongside the Wehrmacht, and they answered directly to Hitler. The military units were called
I see
the
what you're
SS Waffen.
Build
So-
anti-tank guns.
What this game posits is it supports this theory, kind of a debunked theory among military experts. Apparently, it's called the clean Wehrmacht, and that theory posits that the Wehrmacht division of German military was somehow innocent of most of the worst war crimes in World War II, and it was just Hitler's people that was doing it. And this game very much supports that. Not that this is proof, I'm saying.
Right.
This game is not proof that happened. It's just I've never
Sounds
seen that
compelling to me.
illustrated anywhere.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it sounds pretty compelling.
In fact, later on, we'll look at the cutscene.
Oh,
You work side by side with a German general to fight these like rogue Nazi SS people who are working directly for Hitler. So it's like here are these A-team mercenary people, and there's a scene where like shaking hands with this Nazi, being like, "Good to be on your team."
Look,
It's
I know
a
we're
unique
bad
take.
guys, but there's even badder guys,
Yeah,
and
these-
we need
these-
your help to take them out.
Yeah, these SS guys, these are the real baddies. If that's a
And
if
that's
that's a
why.
Nazi tank. If you're feeling brave, you can run right up to it and try and take it over.
all right.
Every
I
now,
will
see,
try.
every time Chris told me that and I tried that, I got shot by them.
How
Done.
do,
But we'll see.
how do I enter?
Ooh, there you
X?
go.
Down X. There you go.
Oh, there we
you
go.
go.
Whoa.
This is mine.
Whoa, just chucking them outside.
That's
Oh,
probably
wow,
what
I missed.
inspired the game Mercenaries to do a very similar act.
Yeah, and that's a comparable one that I've heard, and I know that one that you own.
Yes,
I'm
Mercenaries.
not familiar with
I
that one
am-
personally.
Hey, all you people! They had a whole little theme song.
Oh,
yeah?
the turning is awful.
Right, the turning in
Oh,
the tanks,
the turning is terrible.
trying to drive in the tanks is something else.
Now the guys don't even see it. They're like, "Oh, that's our tank."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they seem
They're
to be
not
shooting
even
at
Did
that
that guy
building.
just get up after I
That's
shot
the-
him with a...
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he's tough.
There we go.
So
Yeah.
they-
And that guy immediately disintegrated into multiple pieces.
They either get knocked over on their tuchus, or they turn into cinder.
Oh, I'm getting tired. Oh, you can't... There's
Yeah,
no
you have a
perma-run.
stamina-
Wow,
stamina
this is-
meter.
Stamina.
I was
I've prevented the Nazi assault.
yeah.
Oh, is that easy?
Yeah. I found this tunnel assault here actually one of the hardest parts of the few levels that I played through.
Watch me breeze through it.
You're gonna try and snipe them, or
I have
with a
no idea what I'm
flamethrower.
going to do. Yeah. There is a machine gun nest at the end of this road.
There you go.
Hey,
I like your strafing.
Learned that from World of Warcraft. If you didn't remap your keys for strafing, were you even playing World of Warcraft?
Q and
Yep.
E are my strafes. My biggest qualm with this game, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all the serious World War II games have just burnt it into me. But just the A-team feel with like, oh, and we just found this church of like dead children.
Yeah, it definitely
it's a little
doesn't
jarring.
know whether it wants to be serious or not.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, war is hell, but also like these
Well, I mean,
guys
that
are
was
just having
the-
fun.
Yeah, that was the
It's-
ad for it, right?
it's very
war is
much-
hell, but blowing stuff up is fun.
It's very much Full Metal Jacket, where they're out there singing,
Yeah.
having a good time, and then, you know,
Oh, you-
11-year-old sniper.
Yeah. I don't know if this handles it the right way still. Like it handling
I'm not handling this the right way.
driving halfway up the hill.
There we go.
It taking the A-team approach to World War II doesn't make me think deeper about World War II, you know.
Do you think that was the point of this game?
I
to
don't
make
think
you
I don't think that was their
deeper about
intent.
World
But I
War
think that was
II?
the intent of Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Animal Mother would be perfect in this game. Or the guy on the helicopter that's just shooting random people in the fields.
Yeah. So this is on normal.
So you
if
had
it
a
was on
problem
easy,
with this?
No, no,
Like,
no.
I mean,
it was getting through the tunnel is what I had an issue with.
Yeah.
I'm also not very good at video games.
this is a great podcast for that to be the case.
That's why I've
I
gotten
am
into
terrible
this.
at video
Honestly,
games.
what this
I'll
is
host.
is games that I've had a lot of trouble with, and I invite friends over to get past
beat
the hard
them for
parts.
you.
now there's one level. I don't think you guys can beat it. What do you want to bet? No.
I
People
bet
are
you-
telling me this game's terrible. I don't know. You tell me.
I bet you guys can't beat this. I bet you guys can't 100% Super Mario 64 All Stars.
Yeah. So this is on medium.
This is medium.
Easy. You would have been invincible. I have not tried hard. I don't know if there's anything more difficult than that.
Hard is the most realistic mode where you actually have to stop and eat and use the bathroom.
Right. Yeah.
It's one of the first games to
There's no
introduce
save
that.
points.
Yeah.
You actually you have to eat on the battlefield.
The Nazis have families
Yeah.
that they scream and cry to as they die.
Yeah.
And so
And
do the
sometimes you meet their
Americans,
children.
actually.
Sometimes you meet their children.
Yeah.
In churches that you burn.
Yeah. And they go, Papa.
The bridge is destroyed. Oh, are we gonna airdrop in another
It's
bridge?
Another
time to
bridge.
airdrop another. It's one of the game mechanics. I mean, if you're tired of it already, this is the wrong game for you.
Did I say I
But
was
if you,
tired
but if
of
you
it?
love that mechanic, man, you have
Is
something
this
coming
the
in your
right game
future.
for
I
you?
have never wanted to airdrop a bridge more than I do tonight.
It said, careful.
Oh, are
the
they-
Nazis are sending in a train full of Nazis. So they'll burst through there.
They're
those
gonna take
fools.
care of that
Those
for
fools. Yep.
That's why you couldn't
See,
go
those flags
back.
are right.
Yeah, that's what I told you. They keep going
Oh.
back and forth. I really think that they just reused the asset and flipped it to date this podcast, that NFL game that did that, and they still had 2019 assets on some of
Oh,
those
I remember
stadiums.
that. Yeah, I saw that. They're just rehashed. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a nice. Yeah, that was a nice shot.
The aiming is not very
Enjoyable.
Yeah. It's not enjoyable, and I feel like as a tank, I should be doing a little more damage if I shoot that close to you. Hijack the Nazi train.
Good old train
Yeah,
robbery.
you can grab that train.
All right. Well, let's go, boys.
So I've looked up the proper way to hang a flag. It turns out that when displaying the flag against a wall, the stars
are on the
should,
right.
should be on the observer's left.
Really? Because I thought it
Yes.
was...
So these are wrong.
Well, they switch. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not. I guess if you were inside that tent, it would look right, but we're not. Also, well, hold on. There's lots of different rules actually. So if the flag is suspended over a sidewalk, the flag stars should be farthest from the building. And when the flag is displayed over a street, it should be hung vertically with the stars to the north or east.
Huh, I wonder, so we need to stop this and go through the game and hit
Right.
every point and see if this is proper.
Oh, I like your idle mechanic. Was
Yeah, he has a
twirling
knife that we
around.
never can use.
The only information that I know about flags is that you're actually not supposed to put the flag design on anything other than flags. So
Yes.
all you people wearing shirts with
Yeah.
flags on.
Yeah, you're not
My
as patriotic
overalls
as you think.
are technically.
yeah. I feel like Frank was much better at this game than I am. I feel like I am not able to
Yeah.
get a hang of these controls.
When you drive the tank backwards long enough, it's almost like
You
driving
just
it
become
forward.
good at it, right?
So the defenders of this game,
The
they seem
defenders.
the defenders,
Luke Cage, Matt Murdock.
you know the gang. They focus on how people are, thinking the game's something it's not.
Yeah.
But it mostly comes across as people like saying, well, the controls are so bad because you're playing it wrong. I mean, you should still be able to, control a tank. Controlling the tank is part of the gameplay. Just because you're supposed to do more RTS doesn't make it okay that the tank drives by holding forward.
Very
All right,
revolutionary.
you want to jump through some trailers?
Yeah, we're going to jump through all the videos that are part of the game here.
Game tip number 34. Shoot enemies in the head to kill them more quickly. Who would have thought? Many weapons can kill an enemy with a single shot to the head.
Well, sometimes it just makes a ding noise.
Yeah, well, if you tell them.
You can jump through the plot a little bit. We watched the cutscene where he points out that he's still a man of God and therefore would only provide help and knowledge of his enemies. And he talks about the Nazi monster General Hans von Beck, who only answers to Hitler. After defending a small village from a German counterattack, the priest is found missing and is discovered to be a German collaborator. After the resistance,
He locked the children in the
You
church.
called it.
I told him.
yes,
I know.
he had a
All right, I officially changed my stance. It's okay to kill Nazi children.
Okay.
SS
All right.
Nazi children
Yeah.
because this game draws a very hard
Yeah,
line
not-
between
not
German
Wehrmacht.
Nazi.
Yeah, not the
yeah.
Wehrmacht, but
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
SS. The priest is found missing, discovered to be a German collaborator. After the resistance member that you link up with gives a German soldier some persuading. I've watched this cutscene. You shoot him in the knee. Meanwhile, two
Classic.
high-ranking officers within the German
One
army.
of the most painful spots to be shot.
I
imagine.
that's what I've learned from
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, I was going to say
taught
from
us
Quentin
that.
Tarantino movies. So then you see a cutscene of two Nazi generals arguing, one being an SS and one's a Wehrmacht, and he's talking about how he knows what Hitler wants, and the SS guy just shoots the other general in front of a group of people, and they're very much backing up the whole like these two factions of the German army fighting.
Do you get to pick a faction and try to align yourself?
Well,
or-
the plot continues. During a mission, the team raid a U-boat base to find where Von Beck is. When successfully stealing an Enigma machine, they find Von Beck was not responsible for the massacre, but an SS commander, Victor Mordor. In a mission, he
we
was
have to
responsible.
take the Enigma to Mordor.
To Mordor. That's almost exactly what happens. In a mission to a factory, Deuce, get this, Deuce, the hero,
Deuce Williams.
is fatally wounded by the priest.
What?
But manages to take out all the forces in the area, including himself, by throwing a lit cigar into an explosives cache.
What?
Yeah. So you thought this campaign was dry.
So you can't play as Deuce after
You
that?
cannot play. Apparently, you can't play as Deuce anymore.
How far in the game is that?
I am not clear what mission that was.
I imagine it's right before the mission Vengeance.
You're probably right. We'll look at the mission list. The remaining American heroes eventually corner the collaborating priest in a church in a town ironically similar to the village they first met the priest, which I think is the person who wrote this plot way of saying they reused the graphics.
Yeah.
They
Sounds
probably
about
just flipped it backwards so
Yeah,
the flags
like
are
the flag.
backwards.
Yeah, and the flags are right in the
Or are
second
they over
one.
a sidewalk?
They're facing north and east, so it's okay.
Okay, good.
Mac decides to spare his life to the mercy of Mordor, but as he is leaving the church, the priest takes aim with a M1911, but is shot and killed by Mac, who was holding Deuce's favorite revolver. Chef's kiss of irony?
Cinema.
Irony.
Cinema.
The Americans form an alliance with the Wehrmacht General Hans von Beck during one of their later missions. With the help, the Allied forces eventually arrive at the SS Tower stronghold that the SS General Victor Mordor is taking his last stand. So now we'll go ahead and jump over to the final cutscene.
So you actually ally yourself with a Nazi.
You absolutely do.
Maybe
Bold
that's
move.
why this game didn't sell well.
Bold move.
2 words kind of sum it up: stunning and brave.
By the way, in my notes, I have the order of notes that I have is the first news of this game, GameSpot's first impressions of this game, GameSpot's hands-on of this game, and then the next news that involves this game is THQ posts fourth quarter losses. They blamed their losses
On the outfield.
on the outfield, the band and the outfit.
Because people kept getting them confused.
Yeah, they
bought
go to
the
the
game and said,
store.
"I didn't like any of these songs. I'd like to return this, please." And the guy at
Okay,
GameStop
so
said,
here's
"Sure."
the final cutscene.
I keep putting the game disc in my CD player and it doesn't do anything.
So here are heroes standing with that Nazi.
Wow.
And they launch from a railgun this bullet. I don't know what his plan was.
Did
Because he started off laughing as if he didn't see we were sitting on a railgun.
Yeah,
And the A-team ending. Like, yeah, just pumping fists.
with the Nazi, just hanging out.
With the Nazi, yeah.
What a brave game, killing Deuce Williams.
Killing Deuce Williams.
Now-
Killing a
allying-
main character.
Allying with a Nazi.
Yeah.
To kill a worse Nazi.
So do you think they were planning for the outfit too, where it's 2 Americans and a Nazi running around like Vietnam?
He just saluted him. He just saluted.
They salute each
Wow.
other. They shake hands.
Is he not wearing
they're
any
surrendering, I guess.
swastikas?
There's no swastikas.
He took off his swastikas, okay.
Yeah.
And then oh my god.
Wow. And you just leave the gun.
Cigar and the gun.
Don't leave a gun unattended on the cemetery.
Tommy Mac.
Such an 80s ending.
Where did he go? Where did the Nazi go?
What's he off doing? So this female character here, she was a resistance member of the French that you ran into, and he's constantly making inappropriate jokes too.
Oh, now they're in love.
This game has way more story than I thought it was based on the hour or so of gameplay that we did.
Yeah, the cutscenes are so
this is
separated from what the
riveting.
gameplay is.
This is riveting.
And they kiss
Now, I don't
as
wanna
their
be-
faces clip into each other.
Yeah. I don't want to be that guy. But can we watch all of the cutscenes?
There is one after the credits scene, which I wanted to play here.
This
This-
game
this is
invented
actually-
the after
It
credit scene.
inspired the Marvel Cinematic
Yes.
Universe. They're not going on the Heisenberg, are they?
The Heisenberg? The Hindenburg?
It's just a Zeppelin
wait
filled
for it,
with
wait for
meth.
Wait for it.
I just
Uh-oh.
pull back on this.
Wow.
The implication.
Well,
The
lighthouse-
implication is that when you take someone up on a blimp, they, have
can't.
to.
Yeah, they can't leave.
Mac
Cannot
His
resist.
name's Mac. Mac, are you gonna hurt these women?
No, it's implication.
The implication. All right, I am gonna try and find the rest of the cutscenes.
I need to know.
That is like Team Fortress 2 meets Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like look at these horrible atrocities of war, but also let's get a little zany.
Yeah, it's definitely got a soldier from Team Fortress 2 feel to it.
This looks like the assets for Team Fortress 2 before it became what it became, where it was a much more realistic shooter. Mm-hmm. And then they turned it into the cartoon that everybody loves.
I honestly wish we just would have watched these videos instead of playing the game.
You need because you don't. Based off of this video, you don't understand
You don't
how
understand.
bad the tank driving is. You would
Exactly,
never
yeah.
know.
No.
You'd be like, oh, that guy he's not that
Okay,
great.
Here we go. So we just started.
Oh, here's
part
Yo
3.
Adrian.
Oh, this is.
Is that what that girl's name is? The one that
That is the
Tommy
Resistance.
Mac?
Mhm.
That's
the
Adrian?
Resistance fighter.
Oh wow, there you
Or
go.
Adrian, maybe?
Adrian.
Is Adrian?
This is the good Nazi. Let's
I like
all
this.
remember that.
I like this Iron Cross, eagles, swastikas. Everybody has all of it. They're all full 100% Nazis.
Here, surrounded by my men.
Your time will come soon enough.
So General von Beck was the one we were
Friends with.
made to
Yeah.
think that he was the worst German, but it turns out this guy right here.
They
he's
both
the
have
worst German.
scars.
Well, he's
But
got
one's
the
wearing.
monocle.
He's wearing a blacker outfit.
Yeah. So there he was praying over a dead Nazi. Shoulda given it away.
Look at those Eugene Levy eyebrows.
Chance to get further intel on Von Beck's whereabouts, so that we can.
Or is that
Those-
Red Foreman? Is that Red Foreman?
He looks
Red,
like
Red Foreman with, as the kids say, dummy thick eyebrows.
Duly noted.
This back before we decided that smoking was a bad thing.
Well, I mean, it was World War II.
He's constantly lighting up a cigar.
We're not going to rewrite history with this game about the A-Team in World War II.
Beck somewhere down there.
So we go get him. There's only a couple hundred Germans to get through.
Only a couple hundred Germans. There's 4 of us.
We just
but,
spent
you
some
know.
FU points and the old US of A dropped some artillery on us.
You can't guarantee that.
That's a lot of innocent lives, Captain.
All right. You've got 1 hour.
So she's got 1 hour to clear all the villagers out if she wants to save them. Otherwise, we would just destroy everything. That was a weird camera pan.
It's about to get
Oh, and the father's like, ooh, I don't know.
Yikes.
Wait, you want to kill people? I only kill children in churches. That guy is dummy thick.
Yeah. Got that little baby head. Ooh, what's up with that eye?
Is he wearing a parka?
Ooh.
The priest was not captured. He was brought in to report.
Report. He's working for the Germans.
He's fucking
Taking
for
his
the
Plot
Germans.
twist.
That's my own town, bastard!
Wait, I'm coming with you.
The sexual tension between these two
The
characters is
size of that guy's jaw.
Well, once again,
is
it's Ron
palpable.
Perlman.
It's
palpable.
it's authentic.
The civilians in Rochereau are arming themselves.
They have heard of the massacres by now.
And now they will see it for themselves.
They have
Kill them.
heard of the
All of
massacre.
them, but there are women and children among them, General.
He got
That
shot
guy
in the
was.
gut.
I think he just said maybe we shouldn't massacre so much.
Yeah. But if you also look, he was wearing a lighter color.
Slightly lighter color. It wasn't
Yeah.
dark enough for the SS.
Imagine these gentlemen were from different squadrons and they were brought together in a series
in-
of quirky
in-
events.
Form some kind of a team.
With no structure whatsoever. They're just allowed to ride around Europe and do whatever they like.
These are the people that
Any
win
means
wars for us.
necessary.
If you call them special ops, I'm on board, whatever. But they're, I don't know.
Any means necessary.
Who are you reporting to?
The president
So we've
himself.
got a guy with a jacket. We've got a guy with no sleeves and a guy with rolled up sleeves. Oh, he's got a hoodie too,
Diversity.
and a French lady.
All right, so
So
apparently you've blown up the sub base single-handedly.
Nice.
F. P. That's it.
Oh, they got the Enigma machine.
Von Beck. Moderate
Easy peasy.
suspicions of Von Beck's loyalty. Suspect assassination plot.
They're finding out he's a
Nazi
good German
children.
after all.
On massacres, he will burn in hell for what he did. Understand von Beck concerned with civilian casualties.
He's not saying that he's opposed to the civilian massacres, just that he's uncomfortable with them.
I mean, that would make anybody uncomfortable, I feel like.
Seems to me this mortar should be our
Look
target.
at that Dutch angle. Oh, here we
And
go.
it's still in the. They're still in the same meeting.
Slow
Oh man, this meeting. Oh, Mecha Hitler comes out.
Operation Valkyrie is a go.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be this Call of Duty zombies. Oh no. The Führer escapes with his life. Traitors to the fatherland, beware.
Von Beck questioned.
So this is why we're cool with Von Beck, because he made an assassination attempt on
Okay.
Adolf
All right, he's,
Hitler. All right.
I mean that's good. Still a Nazi in World
Okay,
War II.
all right. So I did read that right. Sole survivors.
You can't miss an opportunity to make a shoe pun.
Kind of.
I mean,
Oh,
you,
look,
you could have
he
called.
just looked back to check her out as he walked away.
You could have called it tying up loose ends.
Especially in a World War II video game. I feel like that's kind of necessary.
Laces out, Dan.
Oh God.
Mortar, get out of the car. Slowly.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The shock.
Oh no.
No, Deuce Williams.
Oh, man, he
Look
got
at how
out lit
bloody
up.
he is.
When they said fatal, I thought,
Like, uh-oh.
We've got to get out of here. We just woke up half the SS.
Wow. So the priest got away.
We've got you.
I mean, he's not. I don't think he's gonna make it out, guys.
yeah, that's a bad look he's got there.
Yes.
That's the best way to
limply
approach
holding
it.
Yes.
those two guns.
I like
Yeah.
that those Nazis waited for them
Yeah.
to have their last conversation.
I've been saving the cigar for my retirement.
Is he gonna blow it up with the cigar?
I mean, that's the only way you can do it.
I really should quit smoking. I hear it's bad for your health.
Ah,
There it is.
yes. And
mean-
it's just gonna land on a piece of wood,
Piece of wood and it.
and
Like a
nothing's
tinder
gonna
box.
happen. The cutscenes and the gameplay do not match.
The
At
cutscenes
all.
are fantastic,
It's like,
Yeah.
and they could be released as their own
Standalone
mini
movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You buy a special
100%.
edition of the outfit and you get a standalone DVD like Blizzard does with its games.
Yeah, I would pay money for that.
Crossing over. They really don't let you live down Deuce's death.
It is just me
Oh, is she your new playable?
doing
I don't think so, and that's
No, I
a
don't-
shame.
yeah, I
You're
don't
just
think
gonna
she
keep
is.
saying a tombstone.
Where is Deuce?
Oh.
Oh,
Where is how you say deuce?
He didn't make
where is
it.
Mr. Poo Poo?
Where has he gone?
Oh, it's Deuce.
Yes.
He's dead.
He has gone on the final flush.
It's like, remember when there was that trio of guys in World War II who
Who
single-handedly
single-handedly
took down most of the Nazis, and then one of them got brutally murdered by a priest, and that really,
And then his weapon was used to avenge his own death.
yeah.
But remember
Yeah.
when we met the anti-Hitler Nazi and
Right.
became friends with him?
Yeah.
and he
Had a lot
helped
of good
us win
times.
the war.
We had a giant rail cannon and blew up a giant building when the guy was pretty confident at the top of it, like, nah, I'm good.
Just laughing.
I mean, at that point,
maniacally.
maybe he's just laughing because he knows he's gonna die. Maybe that's his like gut reaction.
So the brilliant tactician is on the run.
Yes, until you so efficiently
It's always so strange. Like, oh, just hanging out with a Nazi.
At least he took the swastika armband off.
Yeah. I mean, it was the least
I mean,
he
he's
could
got
do.
the Iron Cross, and no, there's a swastika under his eagle there.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but he can't take his hat off
Yeah.
or his uniform, just the armband. This is just the video game version of Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
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 It really needs someone carving something into someone's head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If the gameplay, I don't know how you would match gameplay to Inglorious Bastards.
It would be this game.
No, not the gameplay, just the cutscene.
But then, like, what gameplay should go along with this? I'm not sure, but not what
it, would-
we
it would just be
experienced.
like first person, like GoldenEye level,
yeah,
going through
yeah.
smaller,
The RTS feels
out
bad.
of place with the cutscenes.
I like an RTS combined with FPS, but it doesn't match this A-team style stuff.
Because I'm feeling so close to these characters right now, but it's only because we're watching the cutscenes one after another versus like playing an hour or two of the game in between.
Yeah. Yeah, you would draw a gun on a Nazi.
At ease. He's with us.
What?
Now, I know this is hard to understand, but we're friends with Nazis now.
It's complicated.
It's going really well. I
I bet you're wondering how I got here. Record scratch.
They lost too many men. They are withdrawing.
Wait.
Wait, is she?
Is she our friend now too? Did
What?
we miss something? Or did we sneak behind her
Was she
when she
cool with
wasn't?
Von Beck? No, she wasn't. She was SS.
Or did she put a bomb on the Zeppelin?
Or did Tommy Mac get to her?
Ooh, Tommy Mac gave her that Tommy D.
You drive, because you've driven a Zeppelin before. That is a lot of dynamite. You were right, though. She did put dynamite on there.
Ach, Scheiße! The bomb! Bail out! Oh, shit!
Oh wow, there's language in this game.
They've said "damn it"
I guess
once or
so.
twice.
Are they just falling from the sky at this point? What's gonna happen?
Now we're gonna have 3 tombstones.
To choose from.
That's why there wasn't a sequel.
She saw that. She got to turn around.
Oh no.
Oh, big strong American boyfriend. No.
Oh wow, that is the gates of Mordor.
Yeah.
That is fascinating. I thought it was just happenstance that.
I hope when you get inside and complete the last mission, you escape by being saved by planes.
And then there's one Native American troop, and he goes, the Iron Eagles.
Deuce comes back in a crippled and deformed version. Throw it away.
Now he comes back all in white robes.
I was going for Gollum. You went with that's better.
Yeah,
that's
Gandalf.
better that he came back as
he's the
Deuce,
leader.
Deuce the White.
So this game was pitched as World War
World
II,
War
Lord
II
of the
does
Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and you're also best friends with a Nazi.
I am shocked that they named the character Mordor and put the gates of Mordor in this
Yeah.
game.
Now,
The fortress.
is that real though? Did you look in to see if there was a General Mordor?
I read a lot about this game, and nowhere did they mention anything about Lord of the Rings. Oh, you mean like was there a real Mordor?
Yeah, was there a real General Mordor?
Oh, I don't think so.
And is that where the Lord of the Rings got it from? Because didn't the Lord of the Rings get written after World War II?
Ooh.
This is going to be one heck of a fight, boys.
I know the 3 guys who were up for it. Fortunately, one of them's dead.
Yeah.
I have a girl with him now.
I know the 3 guys up for it. Unfortunately, one of them's a Nazi.
How do you spell his M-O-R-D? So Mordor, spelled like that, is murder in German.
Oh,
Wow.
very clever. Very,
Yeah,
clever.
very
George
clever.
Lucas. Oh, you play as the Nazi. You can play as the Nazi. Back it
No
up.
way.
Back it up, Christopher.
Hey, Mortar! This one's for Deuce!
And he didn't even try to run.
No.
And now that big gold eagle fly, like that would kill somebody easily.
We're right
Yeah, but there's
underneath
nobody there.
Yeah.
We're pretty far away.
Yes, yeah. We're pretty far away.
But if you don't go grab that gold eagle,
You're missing out on some Nazi
Yeah.
I
gold.
mean, once you melt
That's
it down,
worth-
would anyone really know it was Nazi gold?
that's worth at least 500 Confederate bucks.
All right, so here's our scene of shaking hands with a Nazi. And
Yeah.
Oh, we salute him.
I salute each other.
We shake hands.
They're like, look, I know we don't usually see eye to eye about certain things, like
Is
how
that
we
a
treat certain
monocle
people,
joke?
what land you should own.
Whether or not you should kill children.
Yeah, but you know what? I've met worse people. So.
Yeah. Of all the
We
Nazis I've
destroyed
met.
the one Mordor together, and feel like we've been through a lot. All right. So, all right, great. So we'll have switch sides. So in case
you
you
wanna
want to
be a
switch
Nazi?
sides to the Nazi side, and the game mode.
Look at him.
Wait, I wanted to be the Nazi.
What a gracious host. Okay.
Well, that's why they had the switch side button.
Oh,
there
you are the Nazi.
Okay, perfect.
Can I change my thing? Woo. Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
So I can see how this would be cool.
Oh, it's like capture the flag. Okay.
Yeah, it's capture the flag, and you're going to be dropping all those RTS things.
now we know that that's how you're supposed to actually play the game.
Wow.
I was telling you guys
Oh,
throughout.
yes.
Oh, this feels great.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this feels great.
It's funny you can be Victor Murder, and they're supposed to be enemies, but like right now.
Murder. The Strupen.
Stormpistol.
And that's not the one he had.
Stormpistol.
That's not the one he had. When
No,
he
he
on the
had
table.
this one. He had that.
Yeah, he
That's
had
like
the
a
regular-
Mauser, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or Ruger or something.
Ruger.
Hard to
No.
tell where you are.
No screen peeking.
Put
I
the
don't even know
divider
where
up
I
in the
am.
middle of the screen.
Let alone where you
he's
are.
got a
Okay, you
vehicle.
can see. Yeah, you can see where he is.
Do I have a vehicle?
You have. Oh, you both
Oh,
have
there's-
1,000
oh.
points.
Oh.
Whoa!
We're fighting.
Wow, they're shooting at you already.
Whether I like it or not, we're fighting.
Oh, he's going for your tower. I'm trying to screen peek, but
I mean, you're giving him.
I am screen peeking though.
You're clearly on the side of the Americans right now, and I don't
Yeah.
really appreciate
Yikes.
that.
It's too late.
That's
to call
pretty
that.
cringe, if you ask me.
Oh!
Was that you to hit?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right,
okay.
right over me.
Did you go in the water?
Yeah, but it said he was thrown to death.
See,
the bridge was destroyed. That's
Frank's
nice.
going for the kills, but I'm going for the captures because that's
Which
how
is
you-
I don't know how this game works, so that might be
This
the
is
better
capping.
move.
Look at this. I have more
Oh,
points
you got
than
tickets
you.
on the top. Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Come get me.
Frank.
Come get me.
That car's about to blow up, Frank. Oh boy.
Oh!
You got a few
Man,
of those guys,
I really-
Oh no,
I was hoping.
those are all American souls that flew up in the air.
Oh, guess who's back from the dead, boys?
Deuce.
The Deuce. Oh, he's almost walked straight in the water. God, Deuce, you can't swim, bud. No one can swim for some reason.
Oh Lord.
Oh no!
See, now this is fun.
This is how the
this
game
is-
is meant
this
to
is
be
Now
played.
this is pod racing.
That'll be a different episode. No, that's a good game. That's a good
Yeah, that's a
game.
good game.
Oh shit!
So you're going for his main base? Is that what's happening?
Hey, don't give away my.
Oh, there, Edge ran
My
over your. Oh,
strategy.
hey, oh, wow! Your boys are pretty strong. Oh, and my guys, he stabbed him. See, there's a whole melee aspect that the AI can do, but we can't do, and I feel very.
One of your guys has the melee command. Yeah, but they do it, not you.
Yeah, which
Can you touch water as a?
No.
No.
No. Water is death.
Thanks for helping me once in this multiplayer.
It's my pleasure. I try and spread out my game knowledge evenly. It is hard to get over that you're the Nazi.
Don't think of me as a Nazi.
And you're the bad Nazi, too. You can't be the good Nazi,
Hey.
can you?
Yeah, you can be.
Oh, you can't? The Nazis can, or you can?
Yeah, the Nazis can. The Nazi can be the good Nazi,
Yeah,
which is
I can be
confusing.
a good Nazi.
That
Yeah,
is
the good Nazi
confusing.
can be on team with the bad Nazi, and
Okay.
whoa, you can jump over obstacles. Look
Oh,
at that.
wow. This is the spiritual predecessor to Gears of War, clearly.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
I can see how, like, what do we say, like 8 people playing this game?
It could be fun.
Yeah, you get a good
could be a
game with
lot of
low
fun.
lag. This could be legit fun.
All right, come back here.
He's chasing
Trying to, you
you.
know what?
Back here.
Let me use my. There we go.
Oh.
It's all about that pistol. Everyone's always, rocket launcher over pistol. No.
You've got sniping down.
Yeah, well, my character is canonic. Well, actually, they're both canonically dead, I guess. Guy's really screaming a lot.
bleak.
Holy wow!
That guy just
yeah,
dropped
drop
that
the
bomb.
F-bomb.
Just
I mean, I guess war's hell.
coming
but-
in hot.
Whoa.
We probably would have.
Hold on, everyone. Watch what Frank is doing.
Yeah, I have a wheelbarrow with a gentleman in it, and I feel like you should be afraid. That's right. Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Engineer killed you. An
Yeah,
engineer.
Was it because he was in the wheelbarrow? Probably.
Now,
Humble. Look, he's giving me directions. He said, go that way. Okay,
I'm
buddy.
just gonna let you know that I have 3 tickets,
do
and you are losing.
I slow down when I
points
go uphill with this guy.
fast.
It takes quite a bit of energy out of me to go up a hill with this guy. But I do feel invincible.
Oh,
And I feel like
I'm
this
getting
just shows
killed by
the game
something.
is purposely goofy.
This
Like,
is
look,
yeah.
Yeah.
You
this-
wheelbarrow the guy around, all right? We're not going
But
to...
also,
look at this,
dead
I'm stuck
children
on-
in
I'm stuck.
churches. Well, this game's about to wrap up.
Oh, the crocodile's
wow,
a flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower tank.
Are you the lady? Hey,
no,
little lady.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Hey,
Oh,
little
you-
lady.
Oh my god.
I burned her to a crisp. Humble player 1.
You've humbled me.
Actually, what game? This come out before or after Star Wars Battlefront 2? I'm assuming after.
Ooh, I think after.
Wow.
Because
Victory.
that was
intense.
Look,
basically
Mortar and Von Beck together cheering.
Yeah, they don't know
the
what's happening
Nazis.
yet. This is pre the storyline, you know? Yeah, actually, because that actually reminds me a lot about Star Wars Battlefront 2,
You're right.
the original. Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up with some after game questions. So, do you feel like it lived up to the hype after all the build up that we did, watching the trailer, talking about the new gameplay that it was unveiling? How do you think it did, Frank?
I think that the cinematics really make it a play-worthy experience, and had they not been so excellent, the gameplay would really hamper it. But I feel like seeing those cinematics, it really drives you to keep playing the game because you want to see where does the story go from here, because it is so compelling.
And I don't think we would have been self-driven to watch those, to get to those cutscenes. I was playing on my own, and I had no interest at all to keep playing through those missions to see those cutscenes. But watching the cutscenes all in a row, I agree that was entertaining.
It's like a whole nother piece of media. It's like the game is its own thing. You play the game, you play this RTS style thing, and then you watch this beautiful movie with loss, love, betrayal.
Yeah,
It has it all.
Yeah.
I think
Comedy.
the gameplay, like the entire campaign, it's 12 missions, which doesn't sound like a lot, but man, do they stretch.
It's a slog.
Yeah, slog is the right word. I think it would probably take you at least 6 to 8 hours to get through them.
I think after an hour of playing and then doing the multiplayers, when I was finally able to maybe control a vehicle somewhat competently. But
and they all control differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what stood out as the worst part about this game? Not biggest problem for this game.
Nazi sympathizing.
They really make it like, hey, it's okay to like this one guy, and it's okay to like him so much. Like, you can play him as often as you'd like after your previous compatriot has been murdered by another Nazi.
It's hard to rank anything above Nazi sympathizing.
There should be a cutscene where he delivers cookies to your mother or something. He's just the nicest guy once you get to know him.
Right.
Like, you see him stop a Nazi from killing like a child or something. It's just like, hey, you know, they try to go with, he tried to kill Hitler. He's the guy who tried to kill Hitler.
He tried to kill Hitler.
He tried to kill the other guy.
Priest that killed children.
There's worse people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Best part about the game, Frank.
The best part about this game is that he gets the girl at the end.
He gets the girl at the end.
The after credit scene, the wonderful after credit scene.
Yes, they are steering the Zeppelin in the end, if you know what I mean.
The cinematics are the cutscenes are easily the best part.
Yeah, I think the reveal that you're going to work with a Nazi is so stunning that...
Is that on the box art at all?
It's not the best part, but it's what I'm going to remember.
Yeah.
Is that, you know what that probably happened? Halo 2 came out, and in Halo 2, you had no idea you were going to be playing as an elite for half the game.
That's right.
And so they saw that, and they're like, we're going to do the same thing. You have no idea, but you're actually going to be playing as a former kind of still Nazi for about half this game when you think about it. It's once again, Halo is just influencing so many
and
other
Lord
games.
of the Rings as well. I'm going to remember that. The Gates of Mordor. So on the nose. So real quick, the reviews for this, like I said a little bit about how I got this game. Not the normal way I'll get these games. The GameSpot review, 6.7. IGN review, 6.9. Metacritic overall score is 70 out of 100.
I can see that for the time when it came out.
Yeah.
Because the multiplayer, I mean, honestly, the multiplayer, if you had a bunch of people, it probably would be a lot of fun just because of the fact that it has a flamethrower, it's got all the zany vehicles, it's got the, it does have, and the way you can use your building mechanics, you could have a lot of fun. And also, the wheelbarrow, I feel like, you know what, I take it back.
The wheelbarrow?
Not the guy gets the girl thing. That's really
the wheelbarrow.
The wheelbarrow is actually the best part about this
Frank's
game.
wheelbarrow.
He hops in it. And
I really wish I jumped at the front and had the guy push me around, because there's probably a whole other mechanic with that. They probably made that really deep. The wheelbarrow mechanics in this game are...
They were having fun when they were making this.
How are the controls on the wheelbarrow?
Great turn radius.
Ooh, okay.
You know...
Like on a dime?
On a sidewalk. You know, you got a little bit of room.
Which, if you're hanging a flag over a sidewalk...
It has to face...
Yes, stars are on the outside away from the building. Exactly.
That's just the rules.
So I only have one... there was only one perfect score from a game critic. It's from a company that I have never heard of called Ace Games with a Z. They say, wrapped up with gorgeous presentation all around, with sumptuous 360 visuals and booming atmospheric sound and music, the gameplay never fails to be anything less than engaging and enjoyable, both throughout the single-player campaign and in a fantastic fully online multiplayer modes. I agree with the multiplayer modes that part is a little bit fun.
I really think you could sell this game solely on the multiplayer.
Yeah, they're
and
almost different games.
Yeah.
I can see that being a lot of fun.
There's 2 games in a movie packaged all as one.
Yeah. And 2 of those things are pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
And
so I guess above a 5 works. I think you 6.
I mean 6. I can see that. Yeah. Even 7, just for the multiplayer.
Sure.
I imagine that you know.
And they say they did improve the steering with a patch. And I should mention, this is something that they actually supported, even though it didn't do great. They had, I think, 5 more maps come out for multiplayer. They had some more DLC come out for it that you can still see on the game store.
More Nazi characters that I can play.
More sympathizing Nazi characters that are you really get on their side.
What if they had a really awful American to go with it?
Yeah,
the American you can't sympathize with.
The American that saved Hitler from the assassination.
Yeah, he was like, look, bro, gotta get out of here.
This game's about breaking down barriers. It's not about what country you're from. It's just good and bad people.
You said it, Frank. Stunning and brave.
Yeah, at the beginning, I said it as a joke, but now I believe it.
All right, and for a section I'm tentatively calling Someone Else's Treasure. These are the 5-star reviews from Amazon. 49% of reviews on Amazon. 49 5 stars. Yeah.
Only for the multiplayer, guaranteed.
Mostly this is what they're going to talk about. From Daniel Gordon, 5 out of 5 stars on April 2nd, 2006. The outfit proves games don't need all the bells and whistles to be fun. He says, I am a gamer unfazed by all the new hyped up games with next generation graphics and sound released by major game makers. Who needs all these games with state-of-the-art technology if they aren't fun?
He's the Criterion gamer.
Look, it may not be a AAA game, but it's AAA great in my heart.
Nextly, which I looked it up. Nextly is not. Nextly. The outfits, graphics, and sound is much better than some give credit. Maybe the people playing this game don't have a good sound system and display setup. When I play this game with my Harman Kardon 240 AVR, the bombs rumble my room nicely.
Wow. Okay, we got an audio snob.
THQ impresses me with the outfit. Combine Warcraft 3, Battlefield 1942, and you have the outfit. Bringing in the heavy artillery to smash your opponent is extremely fun. Even better is seeing your friend's face as he's getting clobbered. If you like a good war strategy game that is incredibly fun and addictive, try the outfit. All right. Jay Persky, 5 out of 5 stars. His subject line is, I have no idea. January 1st, 2013. I bought this song for my teenage son because I have the Amazon account. I have no idea anything about it, but my son loves it and I choose the rating. Clearly confused about how ratings on Amazon work.
I wonder what song he was trying to write.
Probably the outfield.
That brought up way more questions than answers.
And one final review here from Ty Short, 5 out of 5 stars. Strategy third-person shooter, question mark? That's right. This is a strategic third-person shooter. This game has provided me with amazing split-screen online action. I would highly recommending this game. This game does not allow players to dominate based on controller reflexes, but rather on strategic placement of weapons, troops, and vehicles.
All
controls suck. That's all I hear there. Controls suck, and all you have to do is
correct.
Really put it up to the
dropping
AIs.
down.
Yeah.
All you people
Guns.
concerned about controls and aiming.
Audio and graphics.
The game looks like a cartoon, which some complain about. I, however, enjoy the graphics on my HD TV. Anyway, for the price, what do you have to lose?
How much was it? Was it like a $50 game?
It must have been.
This was
it must have come out at $60.
Were we paying $60 in 2006?
We were, right? You were thinking?
Yeah, no, that was the first. That was a big controversy at the time because they were saying, I believe Xbox was like, "Look, we need to sell this at $60 because we're losing so much money by selling the system at whatever it cost at the time.
Yeah.
So that's why every new game basically was $60 when it came out.
Yeah,
and then
64
they just kind of
games were $50, right?
I think the
And,
multiplayer is worth $60.
$60.
I think you could. I think you could get.
2006. Yeah.
I think you could get the amount of playtime if you had friends.
Yeah.
And then most people did say it
That you
really
could trash
depended on
talk.
having a good internet connection
And
in
could you do-
2006.
how many split screen can you do?
You can do split screen online, it seems like. So that's a big deal.
I'm saying, but even, like locally.
Just two. It lets you do the system link, though, so you could have got a good
So
local
you could
setup
afford
going.
it. You could
right.
have done eight even.
Yeah.
Locally. Wow.
So that brings us to the last question. What do you think? Worth a reboot? Is it trash? Put it back in the bin? Frank?
Let's bring it back.
Bring it
in
back.
HD.
The outfit, too.
Bring the
Outfittier.
multiplayer back. Turn
Yeah.
the cinematics into a movie.
Now,
And completely trash the gameplay for the single player mode.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I'm
And
not sure
then-
how you would turn what is good about multiplayer into a good single player experience.
No.
Who
Just
needs it?
Forget it.
Yeah.
No,
Release
it didn't
cinematic
work.
so
Yeah.
you get the fun little Nazi sympathizer story, so you're like, oh,
Yeah.
they're not all bad, right?
Because what we're used to, the gameplay feels like, yeah, I should run at them. I have a flamethrower and torch them all, but that's not what this game is. And that doesn't feel good.
It feels like it
feels bad, man.
The
Yeah.
single player feels like it's shoehorned in, kind of like the single player for Splatoon 2. I don't know if you played any of those.
No, but I did not know it had a campaign, and
It
that
has a
makes your
campaign,
point, I
but it
think.
just feels like it shouldn't.
Right.
Like the game has a point. It's a multiplayer game, and then either if you are gonna do with the cutscenes and stuff, go one way or the other.
Yeah.
You're either a little silly or super serious, and then there's like Spec Ops, Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, you take the Team Fortress 2 appeal, just jokey stuff, set it in World War II, that's fine. But I think you have to definitely make a wide berth around anything that may involve Holocaust or dead children.
Yeah, they didn't mention anything to do with the Holocaust as far as I.
but they're still SS Nazis.
yeah.
They were like,
Don't forget that.
let's not bring that part up, all right?
Yeah.
We did other bad stuff, guys.
Yeah, we
Okay.
burnt down this church.
But remember, not all of us were bad.
Right. Not all Nazis were that Nazi.
Only half of us, roughly, if you did the math.
Yeah.
Nazism is a spectrum.
That's what this game is teaching me. That's like Frank said, bold.
No, brave. Cutting it brave.
All right, so reboot it. Outfit 2 coming soon to you. Yeah, that wraps it up. Anyone else have anything want to mention about the outfield?
About the outfield.
Outfit.
Damn it.
That's the guy trying to buy. That's why he left the rating. He really
it was
thought.
his mom.
I bought
His
this
mom
song.
bought the song for his son, and she was
Yeah.
leading a review about the outfield.
It's a great song.
Because
It's
if you have the Amazon account, you leave the rating.
So this has been the first review of the outfit. They're a terrible name. Maybe on the relaunch, change the name. Nobody's gonna remember the name.
Yeah, the
outfit.
name didn't fit anything.
I've had
It
to look
didn't-
at the name on my phone constantly.
All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with the U.S. Copyright Fair Use Exemption for criticism and commentary. Garbage Game Night makes no claims to ownership over any games played and has no affiliation with any developer or publishing company. For additional references on cited articles and quotes, check our episode-related blog at garbagegamenight.com. Or if you have a comment about the game we reviewed or have a suggestion, drop us a line.